Hey guys, my name is Scott McGeary. I'm with Drayer Physical Therapy out in the Hershey Clinic. Today we're going to go over the art of the squat. The squat is an excellent exercise for many athletes, from recreational fitness to runners to tennis players to Division I football players and professional athletes. It's one of the best exercises for working the glutes, quads, and overall kinematics or control of the knee during functional activities, which is huge for athletes. So what we're going to do next is we're going to show you some incorrect squatting forms, some common mistakes, as well as how to properly execute the squat with barbell, with free weights, and any scenario that you might come across. Okay, so we're going to have Stuart demonstrate a good squat for comparison, and then we're going to go into a couple variations of bad mechanics with squatting that can lead to patellofemoral pain, back pain, or hip pain. So first we're going to demonstrate a good squat. He's sitting backwards into the seat, using his glute muscles, not coming too far forward. He's not come up out of that. So now a common mistake is people come way too far forward with their knees over top of the toes, which increases the compressive forces at the knee, can cause knee pain. Go ahead and show that form. There you go, coming way too far forward. And another consequence of going too deep is, again, that compressive force at the knee. So let's go way too deep. And you'll see, puts a lot of compressive force at the knee, and we get a lot of lumbar flexion as well, which can really lead to disc issues, lumbar strains, and that kind of generic low back pain from squatting too deeply and too heavily. Now, go ahead and face. One of the other common mistakes, the most common in the younger athletic population, I see this a lot in soccer players, field hockey players, basketball players, is letting the knees collapse in, and that's typically coming from weak glute muscles. So as he squats down, if his glutes are weak, he's going to have this valgus collapse and femoral internal rotation of the knees. And come back up. And that again puts a ton of torque at the patellofemoral joint, and leads to your general pain in the knee as an athlete. Okay, so after you've progressed your general squat form, it's feeling good, you're not having any pain, your mechanics are looking good, you can start to progress to dumbbells or a barbell with weight. You can use a Smith machine or free squat, depending on your level of comfort, if you have a spotter with you, or if you've been used to doing a little bit more weight. So we're going to have Stuart demonstrate with the bar. Again, you want to really focus on the mechanics. A lot of people have a tendency when they start adding heavy weights to overflex their spine and to drop too deep and stick their butt out too much. So you still want to emphasize use your glutes sitting backwards in the chair, but you don't want to overdo it. So as he comes back, he's focused on sticking that butt out. His spine is nice and neutral, and he comes back up, squeezing through the cheeks, not coming too far forward over the toes, and trying not to flex his spine too much. If you're doing barbell, free squats, or dumbbell, it's you have the ability to look in the mirror from your side profile and make sure you're not overflexing the spine. Do another one for me, Stuart. Go really low, and we'll be able to see his spine start to flex to the bottom. That's going to compromise his spine and give potential injury. And come back up. Now, for those that need to work on general squat form, an easy way to do that is to simply use your arms out in front of you, or hold on to a bar or any kind of a staircase countertop to work on your mechanics first. So we'll have Stuart just hold his arms out straight in front of him for counterbalance. And when you're really not used to loading the glutes, this is an easy way to help with the balancing, because otherwise people want to fall backwards. Good. So that concludes the art of the squats. I want you guys to go out there, try to do them. If you can do them with good form, good control, good mechanics, mostly everybody can squat. You can have arthritis, you can have knee pain, and you can squat pain-free if done well. Use a mirror if you have it available. Use your friends to help you. Set up your phone and look at yourself in the replay to make sure you're doing them properly. I always recommend we start easy, 3 sets of 10, but for sports training, we typically will vary that weight and repetitions depending on your need. If you're a football player, you're going to do fewer repetitions, higher weight. If you're a runner, you're going to do a lot of repetitions, only a couple of sets. So vary what you need, and as always, if you need help, if you have pain and you can't get it right, consult a physical therapist or a skilled personal trainer.